would you kindly put down whatever it is you may be doing because you are not listening to Boss Mode?
Would you kindly put... yeah. Yeah, that.
I covered it just a second ago. Yeah, we're good. Welcome, everybody, to the podcast. So today, we're going to be talking about some horror games, all of which coming out in 2017. 2017 is going to be a great year for horror fans. Now, I know we've already had a horror episode, but it's fun as anything. So let's get started with our updates. Valentino, what's been going on in the world of gaming?
Would you kindly get ready for...
No. Gaming updates.
Gaming updates. Well, I'm playing this new game. It's not really new. It's new to me. It's this little mobile game.
Really? Valentino mobile gaming?
I know, right?
Like, I'm not even being sarcastic when I say alert the presses.
Yeah, see, I play it when I'm on the train because I catch the train to school and whatnot, and it's real fun. It's a music game. It's if you're familiar with audio surf, it's basically like it's a spaceship, and like you can have it to do it by shaking the camera, or you can press left or press right on the screen, and basically it uses the music on your phone, and basically you have like these little things that you go through, and like some of them increase your score multiplier, and the other one like decrease it, and you just play through your music and you try to get at a high score. It's a fun little casual game. But speaking of Halloween, Steam had their Halloween sale this weekend, and I picked up Deadly Premonition. Haven't started playing that one yet because I'm also picked up Fear. I'm going to be playing Fear. I got Fear, and...
You're in for a good time.
Oh, dude, I know. I went back and watched the trailers for it just so I could, get that, game hype, Because, I went back, I figured I'd pick up some old games that I didn't really play, back then. Some of the stuff I missed, and... I got the Deadly Premonition Director's Cut. This was like $2, dude. It was great. So a couple of my friends are playing it. Shout out to Bailey. You finally got me to buy it. And so, I'm gonna play that. I hear that because I hear that one's good. It was a very good horror game. The atmosphere and it's open world, and it's like I'm excited for that. And then Fear. I heard that one was like. Fear was good before, Fear 2, and then
Fear was great.
Then Fear 3, and so, I was like, I'll try out the first one, and it came with the DLCs. Now, they had the Fear Collection, which it was like $13.
Yeah.
I just went and got the first one, and I was like, because based on, I've seen the reviews before I played the game, and based off of, what I've read, it's like, the first game was great, the other two games, it goes down, but I'm like, depending on how I like it, and then I might try the other ones, and so. But I'm gonna start playing Fear. But I'll tell you this, man. Oh my God, it is an old game. It felt like an old game, and I'm not saying that to say anything bad. It's just that my PC isn't a godly machine, but it is decent, and it's like I had to. The game was so terrible. I was like looking at the resolution. It was like, it doesn't support this resolution. I was like, what? Why not? It's 1040. It's what, 1440p? And I'm like, what's going on? I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh wait, maybe I should down that a little bit. And I was like, I had to go through, and it closed out on me first. But then I relaunched it, and I had to do the graphics, and it's working fine. Right now I'm trying to get the frames fixed because it's old and it's optimized for, I guess, older machines or whatever. So, but I'm starting that. I'm gonna start playing that. And, that's what I'm doing.
Very cool. Hey, Valentino, you mentioned the DLCs. Do you remember that Fear was back when DLCs were actually expansions, physical copies you went and bought at the store, and you had that box that you were taking it home, and you opened up, you saw the screenshots inside, everything that you were getting, and everything that it was offering you. Those were simpler times, were they not?
They were simpler
amazing times. In fact, what I've been doing in gaming recently, honestly, is just waiting. I've been very busy for the past few weekends at the CMA convention in Atlanta. It was a blast, but it doesn't really have much to do with games. So, I've been waiting for the Skyrim remaster, and I'm downloading it actually right now as we speak. It should be done by now. I started when I left for class today. But I'm looking forward to playing that, actually. And I want to talk about actually playing Fear for a while. Have you played it yet? I forget what you said.
I played 10 seconds. Because, I tried to get a little bit in before I came to school.
The AI is some fun stuff.
Yeah, I read that.
I have memories. I got good at the games. I played it for forever, just like doing flanking maneuvers, like trying to eat some buffalo wings out of order from Domino's, going back to gaming. I was that guy. South Park did an episode about me when they did that World of Warcraft episode. I was that guy with just snacks all over the place. Sit back, like this is true, this is hardcore gaming, and oh gosh, it's great memories with that. The expansions are a lot scarier actually, and I want to hit me up on Twitter if you guys have all of you that have played Fear, talk about some of your favorite memories. I honestly really want to relive those moments. So. Ooh, Agony. So release date 2017, we're gonna get this high-octane hell. So me and Valentino, before the show, we watched the trailer. Now, I watched all 16 minutes of it, and I can tell you that the game's slow, but it's fun. It's not fun. It's stressful. It's not the kind of game you play for fun. It's the kind of game you play to survive it. And really, okay, let's talk about some of the gameplay elements we've seen. First off, it's very much survival horror. There doesn't seem to be too much you can do to defend yourself. You can get low, hold your breath, hide amongst bodies. There's some context-sensitive areas where you can go. But the atmosphere seems to be what's really making this game, as with a lot of the games that are similar to it, such as Soma, such as Amnesia.
One thing I liked about it is that, like what you said before, the whole being defenseless, because like that to me is one of the big things that is being left out of horror games, because like what I said about Fear, how they said the first game was good, but then like the other games got kind of crappy, because it's like you don't feel defenseless when you got like a freaking, machine gun.
Exactly.
And I mean, like, and that's what I like about this game, because like when I remember I asked you, I said, "What's that guy doing?" And then he was like, "Oh, it's a hiding mechanic." And it's like he was like, "Oh,
yes,
this is one of those games like it's not just a walking simulator. You have to hide, or these demons are gonna mess you up.
Safe. And honestly, let me describe to you what happened in detail so you can get a feel for what this game is. And actually, go watch the trailer, too. We're going to be playing this, check out, like right now, we're going to be playing this, but go watch the entire trailer to get the full experience for what kind of this game is. So let's see. All right, so here's what happens. At this point, this man just heard the screech of a demon coming in, and he jumps in a pile of other bodies to hide. And the demon comes in, and the screen goes red. Oh, I'm pretty sure. I think that's when you're holding your breath. It seems to be always be when you look at the demon. So I don't think there's an insanity mechanic in this though.
Yeah.
But I think that's when you're holding your breath, so you get that stressed feeling.
Yeah, because it does the
gosh, I can't breathe. Yeah. And this demon's like right here, so you get that struggle to survive, that force of effort that game makers have really been trying to put on the player. Get that feeling of what I'm calling the force of effort, that when you're done playing the game, you've been sitting down and staring at a screen for a few hours, but you feel tired, you feel like you've exerted something, and that's really what I think Agony wants to bring up. It's Agony.
Yeah, I like how they make you really get a feel for this guy, because I remember watching a Jim Quisition episode where he was talking about like the Doom guy, and like how a lot of these shooters, they get it wrong, and like Doom guy, everything you need to know about Doom guy without him ever saying a word, like, because you can tell like whenever the guy on the camera is explaining something, he's like, you see his hands go like this, and you like, okay, he doesn't give it, and he just like starts smashing, and he's like, I just want to shoot demons. You know what you can feel for what type of guy he is. And so with Agony, this is I don't know, maybe like some lost soul in the pit of hell, right? And he's just walking around, and it's like, he's not just strolling around because, oh, it's hell, I got nothing better to do. This dude, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, maybe he's trying to get out, because I know the prompt tells you, hey, you got to possess this big demon down here, but you don't just go possess the demon. You got to make it down there. And it's like, you get a feel for this guy because the breathing, you hear how he breathes. It's, and then like you said,
agony.
And then, oh my God, that's terrible. That's
just
terrible.
Edit that out, please.
Don't edit But yeah, and so like the guy he'll hide, right? And next thing you know, you hear him breathing. But like you said, when you look at the demon, the screen does that. It goes red. You know you're hiding, but you still got that heartbeat that's going, and it just adds to it. And
it feels like tight in your chest right now.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like.
Yeah, and I mean, like I think they captured the essence of what it is to hide from something. To like, I mean, like even if you're playing like hide and go see, like say whenever the seeker is coming for you and you're hiding, you're like, and he walks past you, like I hope he doesn't find me. They kind of like. They took the essence of that and like, you know, and I think they did really good with like, this trailer was great because for me at first I was angry because it was really slow paced, but then I had to realize what they were going for, and I think they pulled it off really great.
Let's talk about some hard gameplay mechanics also. You've got when you die, you see yourself pull away and possess a new body. What kind of like? I wonder how that's gonna be in the long run, because we saw it for just a few seconds.
Yeah,
we see how it feels there, but I really wonder what that's gonna do. Like, will I have different abilities for different bodies I possess?
Yeah,
or are they all those same crying people?
Yeah, I think for me it seemed like when the guy started off, it sounded like it was a male, and at the end it sounded like it was a female. And it's like, so it's not really like you have a gender, it's just you're a soul, I guess.
Yeah, and I like that the player identity is something very removed from the characters of the game, but you are a separate entity, but you are also very much a part of this world.
Yeah, and I remember when like, see, he watched the trailer before me, and I said, "Oh, what's all those things?" And he was like, "Oh, those are demons." And then he said, "Oh, those are," and I was like, "Oh, those are humans." He was like, "Yeah." He said, "Also, those are your lives." And I was like wondering, I didn't know what you meant by that. And then so when finally at the end, when the guy dies or when the demon gets him, and then it's like you come out and you like search around, and I'm like, "Oh, that's what you meant." And like, and I'm wondering like. If there's like a constraint on that, like, oh, you can't reach this one, or they have to be in a certain vicinity, and it's like it's one of those games where you have to be careful of how you traverse, because you gotta like maybe you have to always be in range, because maybe if nothing's in range, then the game.
I could see that. That'd be really interesting.
Because that'd be interesting. Because if it game's over, if they're not there, then that'd be great. Because that would be that would be like its own kind of difficulty thing, right? Like they wouldn't even need a like a set number of lives. It'd just be, you have to be careful, or
And I can see some strategy cropping up from this. You pull out, you've got a choice. Do I possess him? Do I possess her? Do I possess this guy? And sitting there thinking, what will each offer me from their current position? Their position in the game, something like that, and maybe actually add a layer of depth that you don't find in horror games. Frankly, that would be interesting.
I mean, so 2017 is looking pretty good for horror.
Pretty good. And also we have Scorn. I'm just going to touch on very briefly because we've already seen the trailer. Okay. So below you or below us, what you're looking at right now is Scorn, another stressful, just somewhere around here, another stressful
box here.
World of flesh. Frankly, games are getting grosser.
Scorn is doing with that like Lovecraftian type of
Geiger.
What?
Geiger.
Oh, it's Geiger. Oh, but was he inspired by Lovecraft, H.P. Lovecraft, or?
He may have been,
or is it just
very alien worlds?
Something
like that.
Yeah, what I liked about this one was like I said before, I like the weapon.
Yes,
like he had this like kind of organic weapon, and I saw him look down at a creature, pick up a piece of his body and add it to his gun, and I was like, wow.
Did he pick up a piece of a piece of the creature's body?
I think it was.
That had to have been. Why else was that creature there? You're right, because that creature certainly was not an enemy. He wasn't a threat.
Yeah, it looked like it was already dead. It was like,
the poor thing.
Help me.
Oh, gosh.
Like, man.
But, like, watching that game, I could just smell things. Like, this is the nastiest stuff. I'm not even sure, are we going to even want to play these games? They're well-crafted, but they're too well-crafted almost. Like, gosh, next gen is doing something.
Oh yeah. Like I said, 2017 is going to be what are these young people saying? Is it are they saying lit?
I believe the official lit. It's going to be
so
lit,
guys. Speaking of lit, the last lit game that we're going to be talking about it's a game that is returning to litness, because it has had a terrible couple runs recently, but it's But
and by now, you should be knowing what we're talking about.
You pervert! You pervert! You pervert! That's like the entire game. Or was that just me? Or was that just me?
I never heard that once, Valentino.
Okay, maybe that was just me. Anyway, of course, we're talking about Resident Evil VII. This game. Yeah, like I said, this game is wow. It is returning to litness because we watched a couple of these I'll call them flash trailers, and what I liked about it is these trailers do what some trailers can't do in like 3 minutes, and it's like right to the point. They tell you what the mechanic is and what's happening and all you need to know. And I mean, like the first one to watch was like this dude, he shoots a thing, and I was like. And the zombie still kind of, and then he like falls over, and I was like, man, I would have wasted way more bullets.
I didn't catch that. I think you're gonna have to do it again.
Oh yeah, it was kind of like a. God, that's cringy. Please edit that out. But anyway, yeah. So he did that, and then he fell over, and I was like. For me, I was like, he was doing all that shaking. I just thought that meant he was still alive and getting like more aggressive. I would have wasted a lot of bullets in it. And then he was like, "Well, you would have been right." And I was like, and I didn't know what you meant when you said that. And he starts walking back, and then what happens?
He gets up and is like, "Oh no, no, no! Now you gonna get it!"
And it just cuts off.
That line,
the
voice acting's great. The character models are great. The animations are great. That first-person view is a little bit jarring, especially for veterans of the series. But what do you think about it, Valentino?
I mean, it seemed like the gun was kind of off place. I don't know. It was really weird.
And that may be just work in progress kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I mean, I think I'll love it just because, like, my thing is, like, for me, a game is a whole package. I won't let one thing detract me from it. Because, I mean, that in and of itself, like, how he got back up and the way the trailer played it. Because, you know, I thought it was like, oh, this is another trailer where we're just showing him walking around. He shot the thing. I thought it was dead. He keeps going. And then he hears it say something. He turns around and it gets back up. And I'm like, oh, so they play dead for a while. And I'm, like, wondering, like, oh, man, how...
I think he was. I think the I don't want to do it again. I think that was like that was possibly the virus, the thing inside him. Because you see, remember how it moved?
Yeah,
when it would pop out of people in the other games.
Okay.
I think, and you may have disabled him for a while, but then of course, it gets back up.
And that's gonna add like. You know, something to the Resident Evil. It's like not just shoot it and it's down. It's like shoot it, do what you need to do, and get out of there because these things might get back up again.
I think with that first person, I think we're feeling the effects of PT. That shockwave throughout the horror industry. It feels very PT-ish. Except for that you have your weapons.
I think what happened with PT was they saw how like masterfully it was done and how well it was received, and they're like, maybe we can touch on that because
everybody's using the word copying. But no, this is how most industries work.
Yeah.
Somebody set the bar, and now others are meeting it. That's how progress works, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think that everything still felt like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Everything that movement, like I can see when zombies are approaching Resident Evil, you kind of had to strategize. Like, who do I shoot first? Where do I shoot him? And what do I do afterwards? And you have to do the same thing in this game. And it's very kind of sluggish movement, not in a bad way, in a great way. And you know, you got your knife, breaking open boxes, finding weapons, inventory management, and a minimized UI. Tell them what we saw in the Herb video.
The which one?
The Herb video.
The Herb. Oh yeah, it was great. So the guy, he had this watch, and I was like, oh, that's a great little. I thought it was just a design thing, but it turns out that was it was actually your health. So it was red at first, and so he picks up this herb, and then it says you can combine it with some, right?
Yeah.
And then he he uses it, and then he like makes a liquid or something. And then he starts doing his hand like this, you know, to like clean his hands. And then I noticed the watch goes back green. And so that's like your life indicator. And like they find simple ways to feed you your information without you having to have this ridiculous UI that
which reminds you that you're playing a game.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it's I mean like I think it's well done. And you know, I'm pretty sure it's just, you know, some this wouldn't be pre-alpha, right? They're like since it's coming out what, January?
Yeah, no, it's not pre-alpha. I think they're done. They already have their products.
Yeah,
finished.
so and I mean like this is great.
And I did tell you it was work in progress earlier, so maybe that gun's just gonna be a little bit off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I mean, it doesn't detract too much from the game.
But yeah, I feel like they are making horror great again. 2017
they are too.
is the year of it. Might be the year of like good horror games. We've sat through all of these crappy, terrible horror games, and who knows? Maybe they might we might get some quality stuff now.
Yeah, I do know. I'm looking forward to it. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, game responsibly. Thank you for joining us.
Game responsibly. Thank you. Oh, you said it already.